professional over here, you know.
All right. Welcome to Chasing. No, what is it?
Chasing? Well, just off the top of my head, chasing Rays,
That was good. Sorry, as my Mexican accent comes out and I just can't pronounce words.
We're all about pronunciation.
and I'm the actor here, and I'm
yeah.
like, blah, blah, blah.
This was just literally the first thing that came to my head. So, nothing about this is permanent at all.
But I like it, though. Chasing Rays.
Chasing Rays,
yes. Because it incorporates both our names.
Yep, exactly.
Which we want to have.
Exactly. And not in like a derogatory way either. Like there's the main podcast that I listen to, like their joke, like they have a name for the podcast. It's already a well-established podcast, but like midway through the show, they're like, oh, what if we use this other name that incorporates our names, but it's like kind of derogatory towards one of the hosts. I'm like, it's very funny, but I wouldn't want to actually be the one that's in that situation.
Do they add it, or they kept
no? They joke about it in their podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what exactly are we chasing?
Like I said, none of this is permanent. It's just that it was the first idea off my head. You got a better pun to go off of than Chasing Rays? What's our last name is Cook and Torres. Cooking with Torres or something like. Then it's a cooking podcast, but don't ask me for cooking tips. Like,
you're a way better cooker than I am.
Cooker?
Better at cooking than I am.
Yeah, the power's out in our fucking apartment right now, so that means I can't use the microwave, and that means I can't feed myself. So I told you this off pod apparently. But I spent $100 on groceries yesterday, and I get to go buy myself lunch outside of this house because power's off and the hammers are coming down.
But you knew that they were going to be here, and you still bought groceries.
Yeah. I've just been putting off any possible chores this whole week, but that included was getting groceries. They started the work on the kitchen and the closet. Thursday was the pre-inspection date or whatever was going on.
Which they were here for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. But then Friday, when I was going to go get groceries, they like barricaded the kitchen off and couldn't open the fridge for more than like 6 inches. So couldn't get groceries that day. So.
Oh, man. And you waited. Wait, so you didn't do your laundry? You didn't do grocery shopping?
I didn't do any of that all week.
Until Sunday.
Yeah, and then I knocked it all out Sunday, and you were like so proud of me. You're like,
I was.
You're like, oh, I'm getting it done. I'm just over here being lazy.
I was very proud of you just laying on that on the couch. Like, you're good. You're a good worker. I'm just going to be lazy all day today.
Yeah, I had to go pick you up that tuna wrap and frozen meal.
Thank you.
Did you eat that? You didn't even eat that.
I ate it.
The noodles, the pad thai.
Oh, not that the pad thai. I'm gonna take it to work.
Take it to work.
Yes, I was like, if I don't go this whole week, at least I have one meal for my
little spare meal. Yeah, yes, exactly.
But I bought 3 microwavable dinners because I'm literally not gonna have any time to like do anything. Like
You said these are 24-hour shifts.
Yeah, so I might not take a shower for 3 days. Which is bad because it's bad because
I could survive that if I'm not like going out for a jog or something. Like I don't sweat that much, but I feel like I don't know. Are you more inclined to sweat and get stinky or something?
Well, actually, not really. I think I said yes because these 2 clients are not that hard. So I'm not gonna be like showering them and
you're not like pulling a grown man off the bed like exerting yourself.
No. So I'm good. And then the night shift, I'm actually able to like take power naps, so I'm good. So I'll go from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then drive straight to my other job and get there at 7. And it's from Pacific Palisades to Santa Clarita. So it might take me 2 hours to fucking get there.
So what time do you have to do that commute during rush hour or something? Or?
Yeah, it's 5 to 7. 5 to whatever.
Well, but going from Pacific Palisades to Santa Clarita. Oh yeah, that's the bad direction to go to. Yeah, in the nighttime, right?
Yeah, because you're going north and everybody's going home.
You're going with traffic, not against traffic. Yeah.
So it might take me the whole time.
For anybody listening at home, or wherever you're listening to this, Ray works in the healthcare profession as a in-home nurse. Is that your title, or what's your official
in-home caregiver?
Caregiver.
I respect nurses too much to call myself a nurse, because some people call me a nurse. I'm like, I'm not a nurse.
Exactly.
I'm like literally at the bottom pole.
So this is why you're fishing old men out of their beds when they need to use the bathroom at any hour of the night.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not that nurses don't do that. but they mess with medication and like the most important stuff.
Sure.
We mess with like everyday living activities and stuff.
Right.
But yeah.
So you're there for 24 hours on end, apparently. How many? 2 days a week, and then another half day.
I'm gonna do 2 days.
2 24-hour shifts,
Thursday,
back
Friday,
to back.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, back to back, and then Saturday 7 to 5. So
this is all with the same. No, this is with different clients.
The morning is the same client. The night same client. So that's why I'm traveling from one client to another client. It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be rough. That's why you got those frozen meals.
I know. That's why.
Yeah, they don't like offer you A, place to sleep or lay down, B, food.
No, they do. Oh,
they do. They offer it to you, but you're not supposed to take it, right?
Exactly.
Oh.
Well,
unless you're like really cool with them, right? Like
the other caregivers, like even
unless it's a little special celebrity client, which we're not yet. We got to put this behind the paywall, which we haven't even established yet.
Yeah, exactly.
On this Patreon.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get a Patreon. Awesome.
Yeah, we're not a podcast unless we have a Patreon.
Exactly. We can buy some coffee with that.
Yeah.
I love coffee.
Yeah. Well, we can't make any coffee right now because the power's out.
Oh shit! Hey, did you notice I kind of moved the big coffee?
Yeah,
maker
we should just sell that or something.
I know, because I'm not gonna.
Sorry, Taylor. If my old roommate Taylor and friend is listening to this, at any point in his life, he gave me this Keurig 2.0, and it's very nice, very fancy. And yet I just needed a simple Mr. Coffee in my life, just a simple drip coffee gets me through the day. I've been off coffee for a week too. Like I've been trying to cut back.
Oh, is that why you haven't drank coffee?
I haven't drank any coffee until today.
I was wondering. I was like, I make coffee. He hasn't drank it.
I haven't drank any. Yeah.
It
went to waste. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I should have said I'm off coffee, but
yeah, because then I'll make a little.
Now
less.
I'm back on the coffee, so now you got to make the same amount, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it. I mean, I guess I used it. I don't know if it's too much of an inconvenience to like put that little thing in there and then like click all the buttons and then.
I still don't know the settings. Yeah, because it's got like 5 or 6 pages of settings, with then like you choose the cup size on each page of settings, and it's like how many cup sizes in different settings can like you just brew it. You brew the amount you want and maybe the heat or something. I don't know how coffee works.
I don't know.
And the manual doesn't say anything about it. I read the manual. At least I thought I did.
I know, me too. And that's why I'm like, it seems like more work for a cup of coffee. And I'm like, I'll just freaking do the thing that I always do and make a whole pot.
Yeah, and I'm
easier, I guess.
And it came with when we got it. It came with the reusable pod, so we can grind our own beans or whatever, or just use pre-ground. We don't have to like. I'm morally opposed to using the plastic, single-use plastic little K-cups or something.
Eco-friendly. We want to
be eco-friendly. Yeah. I'm just like I also don't want to pay for K-cups. Like
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm wallet friendly too.
But also the coffee I mean, I don't know about you, but the coffee comes out like super strong, like super dark. I'm the kind of guy that likes like light coffee.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah. I mean, I bought that red bag of light roast. It's a little too light for me. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like that.
I always overbrew it. I mean, like, I put like only 3 or 4 cups of water in for however many grinds I do. So it's like overbrew, but it's a little too light. Maybe I need to step up to medium. I went from heavy roast to light roast. So I got to go back to medium or something, find a happy medium roast. So.
Which is fine because, I mean, some people like dark coffee. Do you like you like to put cream, right? Or no, you don't?
I go back and forth. I used to just take a straight cup of coffee with some creamer. And now I'm on half and half. Try to cut down on the sugar, and then when I'm having a little sweet tooth, which is pretty often these days, go back to the creamers.
I like creamers. I mean, I really can't drink dark coffee unless it's like expensive ass coffee, because expensive ass coffee tastes sweet by itself. But that's like,
where are you buying your expensive ass coffee from? We only shop at Trader Joe's, right? Like,
yeah, but I used to work.
Are they selling? No.
I used to work at Beverly Hills, and there's like really nice coffee shops there. So the
you're gonna be out in the Pacific Palisades for 24 hours, so it's time to swing by.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's really good. So I kind of know what like really expensive coffee tastes like. So. When I make my own coffee, I'm like, I need some half and half or something. Oh, I wanted to say before we got like 10 minutes left, we should talk about Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Because I think you were surprised.
There's no, we're bouncing off the walls. Yeah, I've had 1 cup of coffee. I don't know what level you're at, but we are bouncing off the walls in terms of where this conversation is going.
Boom. Yeah.
20 minutes.
I'm having chai tea.
Is that chai tea?
Yeah.
Oh. Why'd you brew coffee if you're having chai tea?
Because I had both.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I was eating this with my sandwich.
All right. Okay.
I don't want to eat. I didn't want to drink coffee with sandwich.
Okay. Hey. Anyway, Mortal Kombat, huh? You got thoughts?
I liked it. You know, I was comparing it to the 1995 movie. Both of them have pros and cons, but I really like how they did Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Like the whole story behind that is amazing.
Did they show that before? How they became themselves? How they were whatever the traditional warriors before, and
in the original
they die, and then they gain their powers and all that? Or
in the original movie?
I don't know. Maybe yeah. Sure.
No, not actually. The
backstory.
Take this with a grain of salt because I don't really play the games, but I've been told that storyline came on like Mortal Kombat 5 or 7 or something like that. So it's after like the original game. So they started building more backstories as the games came. That's why. So
well, probably I don't know what because it got more popular.
It got more popular, and then the games got more.
Then they had to make up more story to fill in the gaps and blah blah blah. Star Wars, the prequels, you know.
Exactly.
George Lucas had to get involved and probably fuck something up, and then Disney took over, and now it's Marvel, or no? Is it independent?
No, this is HBO Max's Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. So they're not.
I think I'm not sure.
Yeah.
This is we have bad research in this.
Is that
podcast.
who? Yeah. That's yeah. And then of course anybody with the knowledge is screaming at the earbuds they're listening to like you just don't know anything. You're just
spouting crap.
Say the right thing. Look it up. You're talking, but you're not knowing.
But what did you think about the fatalities? Because when they happen, you were like,
they didn't say fatality
shit.
enough. In the game, every time it's fatality, right? And then this is coming from somebody who doesn't give a fuck about Mortal Kombat games like 2D and 2D games like that, like side-scroller games of that type. They're not really, I don't know, is that the right word, side-scroller? Not like
what do you mean?
Not like an original Mario or something, but
like going back and forth on the screen.
Yeah, but like the Mortal Kombat, it's still only a 2D world. Like you can kind of rotate the players or whatever, but you don't have first or third person view. You have, I guess, second person view, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, like it turns around.
They're always on a singular plane or something. The fighters, they're always facing each other usually, right? Like
yeah, I mean, I've. Again, I don't know, but I've seen that the camera does, or the angle does turn around. I think you can move it around.
Yeah.
But I think it moves around when you make moves, and then the moves kind of move.
Yeah, when you do your special move or something, then it changes shit. But for the most part, you're just
side by side.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
So anyway, not my style of game. Never watched the original movie.
You should.
I mean, that's a questionable statement at best. A very opinionated statement.
Because you're not really into. I guess I roped you into watching the movie.
Oh, I mean, you certainly did. I mean, I'm just a sponge. I'll just sit here and just just put on whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, when is the last time you actually watched a movie that you wanted to watch?
That's the last time.
You're like, you know what? That seems interesting. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah,
it.
I put on that fucking Eric Andre's Bad Trip, and I watched the first 5 minutes, and I hated it, and I turned it off.
Because you love his show, though, right?
Yeah, I love the show, and I like him. I like his, social media presence and his comedy.
But what was so different about? I guess because
it was just scripted, but so was his show. But I don't know. It was like the combination of the gags. I didn't give it a fair shake. I don't give anything a fair shake.
I think it was more universal.
Just biased.
Because I think his show is very niche. Like, if you don't like his show, you don't like him. Like, you don't like his type of comedy.
Yeah, his type of comedy on the show is very specific. Sure.
So the movie was more universal, like, kind of like gags and stuff.
I mean, it wasn't supposed to premiere during COVID, right? So, like, I don't know. So, yeah, they probably wrote it, all the skits and gags and stuff, to be for a normal movie-going audience to enjoy and appreciate.
Yeah, like he gets his clothes, blown off, and like he's like asking random people to help him, and they're like, "Oh, what?"
That is the skit that we saw. Oh, was that in the trailer? Or
it's in the trailer.
Okay, yeah.
Which is kind of like what? So. And then Tiffany Haddish is in the movie, which she's blowing up. I mean, she's already blown up like 3 years ago, but she's still amazing.
Oh yeah, I don't really know her at all. Didn't really follow her career or anything. Didn't watch the movie for her. Didn't watch the movie, so hey, take it from me. I don't know shit.
Yeah, no. So, but that's why I want to ask you about Mortal Kombat, because we got like 5 minutes left.
Look at you count. You set this on timer. We're doing this. You set the timer, and you're already counting it.
We don't even have breaks. We just went out 20 minutes. But
oh, no, we're never getting ads. You know, the moment you lose all credibility is when you start doing ads and stuff.
What? But
unless it's fake ads, then that's kind of funny.
Okay.
That's like, yeah, anyway.
We'll make some fake ads.
And make some fake ads, yeah.
Read your book this morning and have some coffee. There you go. I don't know.
Beverly Hills Coffee.
There you go.
For all the fucks inside of us. You know?
You don't need to put any sugar in it. You're fine.
Mm?
No?
Are we still talking about Mortal Kombat?
Yes. I was going to ask you about what did you think about the fatalities? Were they too gross or were...
I mean, okay, I did like genuinely react to some, like when the girl got sawed in half, I did like... Oh, that better be recording, right?
It's recording.
Okay, good.
I just putting the volume down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I did genuinely react when she got sawed in half and the dude lost his arms. Like, that was whatever, kind of graphic and you know, got a good reaction out of me. But it... yeah, I don't know. I'm just picking it. I'm nitpicking, I guess. Like,
I mean,
I don't have any emotional attachment to the franchise or anything. So.
I mean, neither do I. I think like everyone else.
I mean, you have more than I do, I think.
True. But either way, like no matter what, like everyone says, you're not gonna watch Mortal Kombat for the story or for like emotional, you know, triumphant something. You're watching it for the fights and for the blood and the gore.
Right.
You know, it's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So as long as you get that, it's fine. Because in 1995 didn't have like blood; it was PG-13.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like there was no blood, no gore. Like
right. And this was
it was more like
R.
yeah, it was more like oh, he got his soul sucked. Your soul is mine, kind of thing.
Right. That happened in this movie too. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, you should watch the first one because you'll be like, oh, they did some things better in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's my problem is I just don't take anyone's recommendations to watch stuff.
You were saying that last time.
Yeah, literally everybody in my life has recommended me something to watch, and I just like, oh yeah, sure, or just flat out deny them. Like,
yeah.
I literally responded to my friend's text message of like, he's like, hey, yeah, you should watch this thing. It's pretty good about this. I'm like, I will never be caught up on anything that I ever watch ever. And like, that's my text message response to my friend, one of my best high school friends or something. That like, that's where I've left the conversation with him up until this point. It's just
that's
like,
it?
I will not watch the thing that you've told me to watch. You know, like, I'm overwhelmed with life currently, and I cannot consume any media that I don't want to consume. Please don't talk to me until I've caught my brain up.
Because there's too much stuff to watch. I mean, like,
it's just overwhelming. Yeah.
You watch whatever you can watch because whatever your schedule is, and it allows you to watch something. But trying to like watch what other people are watching, it's kind of like And Netflix is coming out with a new movie every week now, basically.
Right.
So it's
like a Netflix made movie.
Huh?
Like a Netflix made movie, right?
Yeah. Like they have a movie coming out almost every other week.
Yeah. And that's just the movies they're making, but they're always adding more movies or whatever.
Yeah. So it's crazy. You can't keep up with it. That's why I guess when I said you should watch Breaking Bad is like one of the biggest shows ever. So at least watch that. Like the other shows that are like
that's the only suggestion that's taken so far. I still would be down to continue watching Community at some point, but I'm like, I have to focus on one thing, and I finished Mad Men, and I have to continue Breaking Bad until I finish. Like I'm a very like A to B, type A to B personality.
Yeah, you are. No, and I actually
watched
Mad Men with you, and I like Mad Men. It's actually really good. I mean,
I love it. Yeah,
John Hamm is like fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought we were gonna watch it together, and you just like plowed on through.
No, okay. I mean I started it without you, and then you like stumbled upon me watching it.
I was like 5th episode,
something like that, for like within the first half of the first season or something. And I'm like, I showed you a couple episodes, and you're like, oh, this is great. And then I'm like, well, I started it without him, so I'm gonna keep watching it without him. And it finally finished 7 seasons deep. Took me like 2 months to do. You know, we've been living here for over 3 months now. So
I know 3 months, man. Yeah. I was actually thinking about.
I still owe you Wi-Fi, so I gotta pay that for you.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I Venmo'd you rent, but I didn't Venmo you the Wi-Fi. I
always forget about that because I put my.
Did you pay the rent?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Just had to ask, the world, whoever's listening to this, if you paid the rent.
I pay rent. Okay, people, I'm responsible. I'm pretty responsible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
What?
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, what? What do you want me to say?
No, I just
that you're very responsible. You're the most responsible.
That would be nice.
You're not the least responsible out of the three of us. I'll tell you that much.
That's good. That's true. That's true. No, it's because I lived with horrible, not Devin or Terrence, but I've lived with horrible roommates before, and it's just like, if I'm the most responsible out of you three or out of all my roommates, then something's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a game. Who's on top?
Yeah. And it just happened. Oh, we're out of time.
We're out of time. We're talking shit about our old roommates, and we're out of time,
Ooh, dismissed. That was 20 minutes of shooting the shit.
Time goes fast when you're podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to leave there?
Damn, no wonder everybody has a fucking podcast, because
it's so easy.
You just talk, you know? When do you ever just get to talk in your life?
I know.
There's not a fucking a microphone. If I'm not commodifying myself, why do I even do it, you know?
And I mean, and it's nice to like record your conversation. Because before, you know, it'd be like, I said this. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. Play the tape.
That's kind of a shitty way to go about it. Like, yeah, I need receipts on everything you've ever done. I mean, I am kind of like that with like a partner or something. Like, I'll just look up, or even a friend or something, like, oh, did they say that in the conversation? I'll go like read back the text message and like try to call them out. I'm like, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that I have receipts of like something they did or didn't say or something. Like,
so you're the one that has the best memory out of, like, when you have a partner, you're the one that has the better memory. Because I have the horrible memory. Like when I'm with my partner, especially with the partner that I have right now, we'll say something, and then I'll say, I didn't say that. She's like, yeah, you did. It's like, and now it's happened so many times that I've forgotten, that I just kind of take her word for it. Like, yes, I said it. If you said I said it, then I said it. I don't remember saying it. Right. But if you said it, I said it.
Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Am I right?
Exactly.
Am I right or am I happy? You know.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you're the one taking all the receipts.
I'm looking at the receipts, but also I don't know. With my last partner that I was hanging out with, like her and I, we would like call each other out and pull out the receipts on each other, and both of us would be right like half the time and wrong half the time. So I guess we were both equally,
okay,
you know, in that same boat.
Okay, yeah, because I have horrible memory. My girlfriend has like amazing memory. She'll remember everything.
Or so she makes you believe.
Well, maybe.
See, you don't know, because if your memory's bad, her memory could be bad too. But if she's good at convincing you that her memory's good,
what does it say about me that I'm an actor and I have horrible memory? I don't know.
Yeah, true. How many takes did it take to get this through today?
That wasn't memorized.
It wasn't. Yeah, true. Yeah.
I was just reading off the prompt or the.
Yeah, I'm
page.
like, the more I help you with doing these scripts and stuff and auditions, I'm like, oh, I could become an actor, but I'm like, I never take my eyes off the page and like. No, I don't think I could become an actor. I never, I never put anything to memory. It's just all.
You'd be surprised. Because the thing is, with acting, anybody could do it. Like, it infuriates me that sometimes I've trained for so long, for so many years. I have like background on, you know, dramatic acting, comedy, blah blah blah, all that stuff, and then somebody just comes in, haven't trained a day in their life.
Yeah.
And they're like, amazing. I'm like,
no, that's what I want to be. You. I just want to I never want to put any hard work into anything. I never want to learn anything. I just want to find something I'm good at and just run with it. And I'm like,
well, that makes sense.
I'm like, I'm in Hollywood. I should just join the SAG and just just try. Because I have no emotional attachment to it. I've never wanted to be an actor. I didn't come to Hollywood to do this shit. So if I did it, you know, I wouldn't feel. I'm not invested in it at all.
If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Doesn't work out? Yeah, fuck it. Well, yeah. I mean, I'd still be kind of sad.
Well, yeah, but it wouldn't be soul crushing
exactly.
Me, you know, like you didn't make it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of sucks. But
and I'm not gonna quit my day job over it unless I'm really popping off or something.
Okay, we talked about my job. Let's talk about your job before we leave.
My job.
You are a server, correct?
Yes, server.
We're getting to know our podcasters here.
Okay.
And you work, 5 hours a day, 6 hours?
Yeah, 6 to 7 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's on your feet all day, all night, or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's slow, you know, you got time to lean on the counter because there literally ain't shit else to do. You're on your feet, you're moving around, you're hustling, unless you're taking a break. But
it seems like your shift goes pretty fast because you're moving around.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason I love it. I mean,
that's true.
You know, otherwise you could just sit behind a desk all day and hate your life and just fucking want to go postal or something. But I mean, if you're moving around, if you're hustling, if you're making money, it's feels good to me. I don't know. That's why I'm addicted to this job, because it gives me physical exercise. It pays better than anything in my skill set, in my knowledge range, which again, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to learn anything. I don't want to gain any skills. I just want to live. And that's what I'm doing day to day, just motherfucking living.
Just live. I mean, a lot of people tell me, why aren't you a server? You're an actor. I'm like, well, I guess. But I think I'm way too late for that game now.
I
guess I could do it, but I think I'm a little too late for that game.
It takes a certain kind of degenerate to become a server, right? Like,
yes. So you're calling yourself that?
You get in there and you get trapped, and the money's good, and the hours are good, and the food is also good.
That's what's perfect for actors, because you can ask off for the day,
right?
Get somebody to work for you.
Literally, all of my coworkers before COVID were actors or comedians or something. Devin was one of them, and
of course,
they work the day shift and do something in the night shift.
So
in their night, but
and
I've never followed my passion enough to put my job second. I always work first, and for better or for worse. I mean, I'm not in any financial hardships, but
yeah, it's true. A lot of people, had a hard time like losing their jobs and stuff. So.
Right.
But you actually stayed working.
Yeah, I was off for 2 months, but I was like the second person they called back.
Lucky you.
So
were you lucky, or were they like, we're gonna call you back?
I mean, it wasn't luck. Everybody else said no. It wasn't luck.
Oh, okay.
So I was just next in line.
Oh, because everybody was getting paid.
Everybody was still getting unemployment, and I was just like, well,
True.
They call me back. I guess I'm going to go back to work. I mean,
because it kind of worked out for you, because like
everybody was scared of COVID. I mean, I was scared of COVID too, but I'm like, I've got to try to be safe, but
it worked out.
Somebody has to work. Like, if people got to eat, somebody wants to eat, and they're going to pay me to work, I may as well go to work and stuff. Like, and it was only minimal hours back then. It was only like 3 or 4 hour shifts, or even less than that sometimes, and like 2 or 3 days a week instead of 5 days a week. So.
Were you getting unemployment with that?
There was a small period of overlap time where I was getting both, but
okay.
Yeah.
We kind of worked out. But
yeah.
It kind of worked out for you just because when everything eventually opened up, you were already there.
Yeah. Now, before I was like the new guy. Before COVID, I was like one of the new guys, one of the newest employees, and they liked me or whatever. But I wasn't like a high-ranking person. But now I'm like the number 2 person, basically like tied for a lead role or something, just because everybody else left. Literally everybody else left.
And they didn't want to come back.
And they didn't want to come back.
Yeah. It worked out for you.
It just now I'm at the top of the totem pole. And
because unemployment run out for a lot of people, and they're like, oh, now we have to look for a job.
Exactly.
But you already took that job because you said yes.
Yeah, I was in there. Yeah, nobody else wanted to come back. So
suck us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I'm not taunting them in their face like that about it, but that is kind of what happened. So
I mean, the thing for me, it was different for me because I was working for that client for 5 years,
right?
And he indirectly passed away from COVID because he went to the hospital and something else happened to him because the private caregivers like me weren't there with him. So like people that were normally with him weren't with him, and the people that did work with him like didn't know how to handle him correctly. So some stuff happened.
That's not how he passed though.
No, he passed because he was old already. But like anything that was kind of anything that was an alarmed that like his health wise, like we like
you
really jumped on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I guess with COVID, it was harder because everything was the hospital was filled up.
Right.
So even though he's kind of like a VIP patient,
Yeah, he still couldn't get that extra special care to help keep him alive or something.
Yeah, which kind of sucked. But anyway, so he passed away, but those 3 months or whatever, or 4 months that I wasn't with him, but I was still getting paid. So I was getting COVID pay, and still just being at home. I felt like I was cheating. I was like, I'm getting paid for all this money.
Yeah.
And I'm not working not even an hour. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So
COVID was one of the greatest things to happen to our society in terms of like that, because a lot of us just got, very bad for a lot people, very K-shaped recovery. Those who went to the bottom went to the fucking bottom.
Yeah.
And some of us, it's fucked up to say, but it's a reality. Like, yeah, I was making more money on unemployment at times than I would be working 50 hours a week, working at 1 or 2 restaurants. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So
what did that say about our society? That we can make more money on unemployment than our actual full-time job.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It just
Okay, I'm not gonna end on
America.
that. Let's not end on
okay,
that.
we got to wrap it up at some point. But what, you want to go back to Mortal Kombat or?
No. Let's go back to a movie that we should watch together.
Oh, you wanna say movie recommendations that we both want to watch? What have I been meaning to watch lately? I saw an ad for The Truman Show, but I just recently watched The Truman Show, so I don't want to watch that again.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah. I think that Garland said that's his favorite movie.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think that's what he said.
It's good. It's really good.
I
like. I can't think of new movies are coming out, but.
Oh, specifically new movies or just any movie?
Oh, any movie. Sorry, but I'm thinking about new movies.
Oh well, we were gonna watch Heat, but I never saw Garland again this previous weekend. Now that it's Monday,
he just went back to his
wanted
cave.
to watch Heat. I've never seen it. Apparently, it's got the classic heads in it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where everybody gets their Al Pacino impression from.
From Heat.
From Heat.
Oh, because not from Say Hello to My Little Heat.
Well, that one, Say Hello to My Little Friend, but he has an accent on that one, like the actual like himself.
Okay.
That's where they get most of his impressions from, because there's this scene, and when you see it, you'll see there's this scene when he's like interrogating some dude, but he's like getting like real, oh, come on, this guy, come on, oh. You know,
okay.
So everyone kind of does that impression because he's always like, oh.
Maybe that's what this podcast should be about: is you doing impressions of a movie you've seen to me,
horrible,
who hasn't seen the movie, and then we watch the movie and then we talk about it. I don't know. There's a podcast
like how I explain the movie is going to be.
Sure, exactly. But that's the podcast: is that it's a funny joke on like how bad can your impersonation be, and like how close could it be, or whatever, you know, if it's good or bad.
You'll be chasing rays of like.
Wait, chasing rays? We totally never, we didn't go back to the title there, or cooking Torres. My name always comes first. I'm sorry, I don't know why.
Because it's
Torres cooking.
It doesn't.
No. Torres cook.
Because it's a T sound. It's t.
Ray Chase. Ray Cook.
Chase.
Raytheon.
Chase. Race. I don't know.
yeah. That's no.
Chase in Spanish means correr, or yeah.
Chase, like to run after somebody.
Yeah.
Means what?
Correr, I think.
Or that's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Correr.
No, correr means run. Chase.
Is there a singular word to mean to like run after somebody?
Yeah, but I can't think right now. It's escaping my mind.
Yeah.
But I was thinking maybe something in Spanish like correr and rey. Or rey means rey in Spanish.
Does it?
It's king. In English, king.
Oh shit. Okay, king.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm the king.
That's right. Shoot. No wonder you love the color purple so much, because you're royalty, huh?
I do love color purple.
Do you? Well, you just pointed out to me on every episode of Breaking Bad when.
Well, because that lady
the
was
DEA's wife,
purple everywhere.
Lady. Yeah.
Like I didn't notice it until my girlfriend at the time told me. She was like, yeah, she loves purple. I'm like, really? Where? Like, look at her house.
Did you tell me what the symbolism of that is in the show, or no? You just pointed it out to me, and you continued to point it out to me, and that's
because I don't know the symbolism to it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that purple represents, royalty and wealth, and they are kind of wealthy, right? Like,
yeah,
he works a government job, and he's a high up. He got promoted, and blah blah blah. And what are we so far? Season 2, episode something, and
it does kind of make sense because she feels like she's kind of like. Like uppity against her sister.
Well, she was shopping at that nice store until she stole that fucking brooch or whatever that thing.
Yeah, she wanted to like have some kind of, I don't know. She wanted to get off.
Hey, don't we all, brother? Speaking of that skit you just read, that little audition there.
Yeah. How did you feel recording that with me?
I was a little hesitant at first when you showed me the script there, but I feel like I got into my role.
Yeah.
Mona,
You did good. It'll be funny.
I did everything except Mona.
It'll be funny if they cast you instead of me.
Yeah, but who's that other guy?
Who's that other guy? His Mona.
Yeah, going back to
really
what you
good.
said about you're like, yeah, I've been going to classes and this is what I really want to do, and then some motherfucker just steps in and just gets the part,
Fucking Chase.
I'll keep you on my podcast. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Chasing Rays.
Keep my name on it too, please. Because then it'll be just Chasin.
Jason.
It was just chasing.
Chasing.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think we should
what
end
do we
it
do?
there.
Is that over half an hour? That's 35 minutes, damn near.
Damn. I think we should end. I think it's
Damn
good.
near.
Our first
time,
episode's
time to
pretty,
go.
pretty
You
good.
set a 20-minute timer, and we did 35. Looky-loo there.
That's fun. It's fun.
Woo!
You know what? And
Yeah, I had a good time. I'm not going to lie. This is actually very fun.
It is fun.
I was joking earlier when I said, this is why everybody has a podcast, but, now I kind of want to have a podcast.
it's fun, right?
It's kind of fun, yeah. Like, we got strangers in our house right now downstairs just banging on pots and pans and shutting the power off.
You want to go interview them?
Is the power still off? Yeah, I still don't have Wi-Fi, so
Yeah, I don't want.
I think everything's off right now. So
But we can go interview them.
we're it's like we're camping, but we're camping indoors in your room after we did a home self-taping audition here.
We're like upstairs because we can't be downstairs. Well, I guess we could.
It was a sex scene, and it sounded like we were fucking, but we were fucking over and over and over again and laughing in between and saying the same words and lines. It was very funny for those who were listening.
Yeah.
I mean, this is...
You know what? You know what the commercial should be? One of the takes.
Oh?
You know what I mean?
Wait, what's the product?
Sex.
Okay.
Everybody loves sex. I mean, some people pay for it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, been there, man. True, very true.
So we'll just put that as one of the commercials, so they can be like, oh yeah, that's what they're talking about. And now we're gonna go on a break. That's really what you want?
Why are you stopping? Fuck me so it hurts.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
You said anything I want, and I want you to treat me dirty.
Okay? Dirty. You're a bad girl. I want to jizz all over you.
Harder. Bruce, I need to feel it. Bruce, you fell out.
Yeah, I don't know if this is my thing.
You're soft.
I'm sorry. You're just...
Not as nice as I look. I'm gonna get dressed. Yeah,
there you go.
Break until the next episode, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, Ray, it's been fun. Thanks for forcing us into this first episode of this podcast. Tentative title, Chasing Rays, until we maybe come up with something better or have a better direction in our lives/podcast.
I love the title. I think it's inspirational and very off the cuff title.
It was literally off the cuff of my brain, yeah. As they say on Car Talk, it didn't even pass the brain, it just straight from throat to mouth to air.
I don't watch that show that much, but I agree with you.
Yeah. Shit, I'm not even quoting it right. Don't even. I'll think of it next episode maybe, or I'll just completely forget. And we'll...
Before we go, did you feel like we kind of like relaxed a little bit more at the end of the podcast? Because at first we were kind of like, a
little bit, yeah.
And then at the end it was kind of.
I feel like we jammed into it. I thought you were gonna say at the end of the audition. Like I feel like I was like finally I was getting into the groove of the audition there at the end.
Well, I kind of did too.
The sex scene too. Yeah.
I was like,
that last one was good. Yeah, the last take you did. You'll have to play that for the audience.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
So they can know what we
were up to.
What I've trained many years to do. They're gonna be like, this sucks.
And look at what neither of us trained any time at all to do is do this podcast.
Yeah,
you bought all the equipment, but you have not made a podcast with us.
I know.
Right? Yeah.
So
Devin flaked. He's off making sports podcasts on his own damn time. So
soccer.
Get
podcast.
your own anchor podcast.
Devin,
get your own damn podcast.
Devin, if you're listening, we didn't get to do our podcast. I'm okay with it. I cried at night for one night, and then I was okay with it.
Damn.
But
the man had to move. Okay. I took his room. Okay.
Yeah, but at least okay, whatever.
We've said goodbye on this podcast 4 times now.
We have. But we did take a break. We took a little break.
That's right. We verbally took a break, and then we immediately reverbalized everything and kept talking.
All right, so we're gonna sign off. Thank you for listening to Chasing Rays,
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Bye.